Good evening, everybody. My name is Chris Cornish and I'm a councillor at the City of Bayswater. I'd like to welcome you all here. I'd also like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we are meeting, and I pay my respects to elders both past and present. I'm pleased to announce that we have a number of decision makers with us tonight, and I'm ecstatic about that because things occur a lot easier if the local and state governments are supportive. I'd like to acknowledge that the Shadow Minister for Local Government, Mr. Tony Kristovich, MLA. When I invited Tony, edible food on public land was a fairly new concept to him, and instead of accepting my offer to bring Costa, Duncan and Caroline to him for a quick chat and photo session, he said, "No, I want to hear more and learn more, so I'd like to attend the evening." Thank you, Tony, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts afterwards. We are also fortunate to have Mr. Tim Clifford, MLC, who is the Greens member for the East Metropolitan Region. Thank you for coming, Tim. There are also a number of councillors from a variety of different local governments who are in attendance, although there's a lot of vacant seats which were reserved for councillors. So, the City of Coburn has Councillor Shamini Tuplanche, City of Canning, Councillor Tim Porter, City of Melville, Councillor Tim Barling, Town of Mundaring, Councillor Lynn Fisher, thanks for coming, Lynn. City of Kalamunda, Councillor Brooke O'Donnell. City of Armidale, Councillor Grant Nixon. City of Joondalup, Councillor Philippa Taylor. So lots of people had the intention of coming. Town of Bassendean, Deputy Mayor Mike Lewis, who I did see, so he's definitely here, and Councillor Renee McClellan. City of Gosnells, Councillor Teresa Lyons. City of Vincent, Councillor Jonathan Hallett. I know that he's here, thanks Jonathan. Last but certainly not least, the City of Bayswater. We have our Mayor, Barry McKenna, Councillor Sally Palmer, Councillor Dan Bull, who's at the back. I sincerely apologise. We have a lot to go through tonight, and the sooner we start the main sessions, the better. But I would also like to say that, as many of you know, organising events can be a tough gig. I'd like to acknowledge the people and organisations who have helped me to put this on. First and foremost are my two colleagues on council, Councillor Sally Palmer and Councillor Dan Bull. In addition, Mrs. Pat Lim and the newly formed Bayswater Community Garden have provided great support, so thanks Pat. She actually had a big opening of the community garden today and wasn't feeling the best. She's in her 80s and she is a dynamo, but she unfortunately couldn't be here this evening. A few of the tree groups which we've got: Bayswater Urban Tree Network, Stirling Urban Tree Network, with special mention to Leisha Jack, and the Victoria Park Urban Tree Network. The latter two being two areas which really could do with the councillor being here. And Environment House, who've got a table at the back and which is based here in Bayswater. Most importantly, I'd like to thank you all for coming this evening. I acknowledge that we have members of the audience who have been committed to edible food on public land and general greening in our suburbs for decades. Someone in particular who has been very active recently is Pete Stanley and his Facebook page, Community Verge Rejuvenation Project, so I'd recommend you liking that. The agenda tonight will consist of Costa providing some opening remarks, who will then introduce the Mayor of Bayswater to talk about where the City of Bayswater is with edible food on public land. We will then hear from Greg Smith, who pretty much requisitioned a local park and put it to good community use. And then we will have Duncan and Caroline make their presentation before a Q&A session.